Alrighty. Market opens here in about 1 minute. I've taken a couple test trades on YVR to test a couple new hotkeys I have going on my DOS level 2. I'm going to try executing through them today so I can use limit orders with offsets. Other than that, let's look into today's stop gappers. We have CNSP. I have 165, pivot of 148. Okay. CNSP. We also have Octo. There's a high there of 288. Let's go ahead and put Octo here. We have CNSP, IVR, IVR popping up. IVR hitting 30 from 28 all the way to 30. Alright, I'm taking a starter here on the break at 30 there. I want to see this back over 30. If not, we'll flatten. Seller at 29.50. Flattening the trade at 29. We're not getting much slippage today, which is good. Not that much lag. Watching that seller at 29.50. Took a starter at 29. Seller at 29. Add at 29.50. Watching break at 30 here. Watching break at 31. Added some more at 30. Now watching 31. There's 31.60. Watching 31.60. Back over 31. Okay, watching 31.50. You see it back over 30 here. On the bright side, I'm not getting that much lag, but I am just trading poorly. Alright. I think for the sub $1 stocks, I'm just going to keep on using TD Ameritrade's execution. And I really don't like how this share size keeps on changing whenever I add. It keeps on changing to my position size, which I don't like. I have to fix that somehow. I'll get on the chat with us about that or something, or maybe I'll watch a YouTube video. Buyers at 28. Orb is popping up as well. Buyer at 23 on Vorb. Getting a starter here for the break of 23.50. Okay, now watching 24. Buyers at 23.50, adding to the position at 23.80, and looking for this through 24 here. Watching 24 for the breakout. Buyers at 24. Watching 24.06. ESC buying at 24.06. There we go. Big buyer at 24.60. Watching break at 25. There's 25, watching it break. 25.02, 25.50, 25.60. Okay, watching this over 26. Adding at 25.50. Taking it off. Gonna lose on that ad. Not sure where I filled for the rest of that order. 25.20 looks like. 25.10. 24. A little bit of 24. 23. Good trade. I'm not getting any lag right now, which is great. It hasn't been like this for weeks. Okay, there was some lag there. Watching 24.60. I want to say 24.60 here. Taking it off as 24. I mean, it's holding 24. I just didn't want to have it flush on me. With the big seller at 24.06. Watch another attempt of 24.50. Big buyers though, so there's a big seller at 24.01. Watch the buying at 24. Seems to be holding up 24, so I'm going to go ahead and take a starter here for break of 25. Watching 25 break here. Looking for that break. Watching it, there it goes. Big buyer at 25.20. High day 25.70. So watching this break through 25.70. There we go. There's 26. Big buyers at 25.60. Huge buyers at 25.60. Watching the breakthrough 26. Add at 26.20. Taking some off at 25.80 and 26. Taking off the rest for a loss at 25. So it ends up only being a small $300 winner instead of a 601. Because we got half a slippage on the exit. But that was standard slippage from just being a big shareholder, not from lag. YPR popping up. Hit 31 again. The spread on YPR is a lot bigger though. That's my only concern with it. Does forward break 23 here? It does. Taking a dip here, 22.50. 22.70, adding. Watching this back over 23. 23.10. Watching 23.10 here, that seller at 23.10. There's 23.50. 23.10. Buyers stepping in at 23.80 and 90. Watching it hold 23. Seems like it wants to hold 23 at the moment. There we go, watching 23.50 break. This candle's about to close. There's 23.70, 23.60. Took some off at 23.60. The rest off at 23 and 23 or 22.60. Small winner there, about 120 bucks. So far I haven't seen any halts. Looks like Vorp had a strong push into the close yesterday. From 14 to 22. Looks like we got a hop on SECO Seco from earlier this week. Oh, it looks like it went straight up. Oh my god, how did I miss this? It broke $1 and went into a halt at 123. Look at this. Beautiful setup. It wasn't a gapper, that's why I missed it. Look at that. Beautiful setup. Gonna be watching that on resumption. Starter on Vorb here for break of 24. Adding for the break. Watching 24.50. 24.20 is the high. On this candle. Watching 24. And there might be too much selling pressure at the moment. Watching 24 here. Buyer at 23.40. Watching this through 24, 24.20. Definitely a buyer stepping in right now. Watching it through 23.90. Seller at 23.95. Like a resumption. 20 seconds to that resumption here. I'm cutting the trade on Vorb. Okay, resumed flat. Over 20, watching it. Over 20. Cutting it at 16. Buyer at 15. In at 15, watching 16 and 20. Looking for an ad at 20. Adding here at 15, watching 16 and 20. Adding at 18. Watching 20 here. Watching 18 and 20. Cutting the trade at 14. It's bigger loss. Starter at 16 here. Like to see some green on 16. See that seller thin out. Out of it at 14. VWAP's at 10. I want to see 15 on the ask. Out of it at 12. And 11. Breakthrough 82, KSPN. There's 83. You just see that slower 8360 break. Need to see some buying at 82. Spreads opened up. Needs to get back over 80 here. Shit. Took some off at 79. There's 81. And 81. So that goes a 5-minute bull flag. Over 15. I want to see this kind of break towards 20. Which is what I'm looking for. Hit 19 there for a moment. I'd like to see it hold up 17 at least. Volume's coming in. That's a good sign. With 18 on the ask. Do want to see it hold 15. Candle needs to hold 15. There we go. Watch 16 here. It's in a delicate spot right now. Needs to hold 17. I don't like the topping tail. Fire at 15, watching 18. Took it off, basically break even, $200 winner. That sucks. FOA breaking down. Green on the tape, watching through 19 and 20. $17 was the high of the previous 1-minute candle. Watching 17 break here. Like to see 18, 19. Fires at 15. I'll see 16 on the bids hold. On the bids, watching 17. Took it off, break even. The day is still young. The day is still young, so hopefully we can see something. Is that not a winner? You serious? Are you freaking kidding me? How is that not a winner? Oh my god. Watching this over 21 or just sell her at 21. No, I have to cut it at 16. This is ridiculous. Can we get the break at 24 and a high day? Watching that break a high day 24. Watching the break at 24 here. I mean, this thing looks like a cup and handle. The 1 minute. To the break at 24. Watch, it's gonna break out now that I'm not watching it, Seko. Piece of shit. 26. So over 27. VWAP's at 2860. That's what I'm looking towards. Seller at 27. That got bought through. Pullback is fine here. Bought some at 2660. Bought some more at 27. Some resistance at 2732. Looking towards 2750. I like the low volume pullback. Let's see some volume increase on the break of 2730 and 2750. Buyer at 2670, adding at 27. Watching 2730, 2750. There's 70 big buyer at 2750. Watching this through 2860's VWAP. There's 2820. There's 2880, watching 29. This ripped through VWAP at 29. Took some off at 28, 2850, 29. Now watching through 2950. Big buyer at 29. Buyers at 29. Watching this through 2950. Sellers at 29. Taking some off at 2850. Big buyers at 29, watching 2950, break at 30. Watching the sellers at 30. Adding at 30, watching 3050. There's 31. Watching 31 break here. Want to see 32. Try to take them off at 31. Buyers at 30. Adding to the trade at 31. Watching 32 here. Taking some more off at 31. Watching this break of 31. Taking the rest off at 30. Nice recovery trade there. Break a view up. Still red on the day though. Starter at 30.50. Huge buyers at 30 and 29.50. Watching this break of 31 here. So average is 30.60. There's a seller at 30.70. Big buyer at 30.24. Watching 31 here. 31.50 needs to break here. High day 31.60. 31.65 high day. Market hours. Watching 31.65 break. There we go. New high day there at 32. 32.50. Taking some off above 32. Now watching. Pre-market pivot is at 33.30. Taking some more off at 32.31. Buyers at 31.30. 31.40. Taking the rest off at 31.50 and 31. Still right on the day, wow. Big buyer there, 32. Watching break at 33. 34, watching 34 break. Watching 34 break here. Taking the rest off. Back to green on the day. So big buyer at 32. Getting a starter here at 32.30. Oh, it didn't get filled actually, only 200 shares. Go ahead and cancel that order. Next pivot is at 37, pretty much. Starter at 33. We'll watch 34 here. Looking at 33.90. a loss there. $200 loss. The break of 35 here. First 5-minute counts make a new high. Looks good. Watching 36 here. 36.70s. Another pre-market pivot. Huge buyer at 34. I don't think we break that. Buyer pulled his order. Where is he going to put it back? And there goes the profit on the day. Back to being down. A huge amount. Again. Because the buyer, the freaking 400,000 share buyer, pulled their order. So the stock plummets 3 cents. Should have broke 35 there. Should have broke 35. I also let this one slip. It's been on my scans for quite a while, the halt scanner, but I haven't been looking at it. I should have pulled it up at least to see what it was, because this thing is fantastic. I mean, sub $1 stock halting. Those are 19 cents moves, and I usually use 20,000, 30,000 shares. I mean, that would be insane. I should have been watching that one. I'll watch our resumption here at 41.46. Watching 35 here. Big buyer at 32. Watching 35. It falls halted. Watching 39 halt up. 34 halt up. But at 24 and 20 on that exit? Are you kidding me? Hit the button at 27. Watching 30 break here. 37 halt up. I have to cut it out at 20. Watching to 30 here again. 37 halt up. Watching 37. 34, 37. 34, 35 on the ask. Watching 37, 38. Watching 35. There's 38. Taking it off at 38. This time it looks like it's getting locked in. It's thinning out. It doesn't want to halt. Look at that. Halt down at 108. Let's see if it false halts down. Watching the false halt down here, possibly. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Halt it down. If you didn't know, once a stock gets to its halt level, it has to stay there for 15 seconds in order for it to halt. So my counting was a little bit slow, but yeah, I was counting to make. I wanted to see if it started speeding up. On the ask, I wanted to see if it would false halt, but I have to make sure it's not too close to the timer for the halt. So if it was at like 13 seconds and it was starting to show signs of a false halt, it could still possibly get halted 2 seconds later if it doesn't get out of that halt level in time. And so you don't want to press buy at like 14 seconds of it being pinned, and then in the halt down when it was about to false halt. So especially on halt downs, I like to count in my head 15 seconds to make sure it's not gonna, to make sure I don't get into a false halt, or get in thinking it's a false halt and then get into an actual halt. Okay, it looks like, I mean, we were able to make 700 on it. I think at one point we were up 1,000 on it. But, making back 700 on it is totally fine. I'm totally fine with that, considering I missed the bulk of the move. YBR, it's holding VWAP. I don't like the fact that it's not making any sort of 5-minute move. If AI is possibly looking for highs. I don't like the spread though. Yeah, I'm not gonna trade it solely because of the spread. Or we're just trading GCTK. So GCTK, we could possibly play it for moves beneath the dollar, going back above a dollar, possibly. So I'll look into that. Like if it resumes at 95, we could look for a move back through the whole dollar. And the move will be a little bit slower since it's sub $1, has more increments to get through. So GFAI just broke from 14 to 1450 there. Looks like I could have ended up taking the trade, but I just wasn't comfortable with the spread. Honestly, considering how much volume came into GCTK there on that resumption, there might be a secondary move to this. This might pull back to like 90s and then make a secondary move. So I'll be watching. Resumption's going to be about 1 minute from now. Right now showing a $1 resumption. GCTK, watch your resumption here. Okay, it's not resuming right away. Might be a 10-minute long halt. Considering the gap that it's showing a 20-cent gap down, which on a dollar stock is 20% gap. So it's possible that, yeah, it looks like it's going to be a 10-minute long halt as of right now. Three minutes to resumption, or 2.5. Seco finally broke out high a day. Does it hold here? It does. 27, 28. There's seller at 30. That really tilts me that it's breaking out so much when I've been trying it for the whole entirety of this move right here. A cup and handle, a triple top at 24. And the next time it comes up to 24, it breaks. Really unfortunate. I really hoped it failed there, so that I could feel more justified in having the wrong idea completely. But now I had the right idea, wrong timing. Okay, GCTK. About 30 seconds here. We'll see what the range is. If the range is too much, then we'll have to reduce size. Also, if it, I mean, it's showing right now 91, which is like way down here for the resumption. But I'm looking at maybe a bounce to $1 off 91. Oh, whoops. My finger spazzed. Okay, watching 6 seconds. Waiting. Okay, watching. In here 93. Out at 90. One more time, I'll watch 93. 95, break of 1. Halt up is at 106. Okay, watching 95, 96 here. 97. Coming at 87 and 88. Watching 95. Break of 95, 97. I see 96 here. 97. I filled at 95, 94. Watching back over 90. There's 92. 3, 4. Watching 93. 93, 94. There's 96, 97. Taking off most of it there. Watching 98, break of 1. Yeah, big buyer there. Buyer's getting sold into. Watch out. Yeah, 97.50 here. For the break over 1. Watching the break of 1 here. Out at 1. Big seller 99. Watching 102. Break of, well, 108 is halt level up. 108 is halt level up. Watching 1 on the tape. There's 104. Can we get break of 105 and halt level ups at 108? View ups at 110. 109's halt up. There's 106. Seller at 106. There's 8. Can we get 9? Halt up is at 9. Can we pin here? Halt up's at 11 now. Watching 11. Taking up another half at 10. Watching 11 for the halt up. Pattern looks great. Back to 103, 101. Cutting the last 2,000 at 101. Okay, wait a second here. Back to green on the day. Starter at 104, watching 107. Seller at 106. Hopping back out, back in. Watching 106 break. Seller at 106 was breaking, so I want to stay back at 106 for a retest. Had it at 104. Watching 7, 8. High was 11 on the previous candle. Gonna go ahead and cut it actually there at 4. Small loss, or break even. Watching 15, 18 is the halt up. Got filled some at 13. sell order at 15. I'm going to go ahead and cut the rest of it at 10. I don't want to take a loss on this trade. Okay, waiting here. Starter at 9. Watching the ask here, 12, 13. High 15 last candle. As it breaks 14, I'm taking a sell. 20 is the halt up. We hit 18. Took some more up at 13. Watching 18 here. 22 the halt up. Taking the rest off at 15, with that seller at 16. Looking to take a dip here, maybe to 10 or 7. Tried taking a dip there at 8, no fill. That would have been a nice dip. A decent sized loss there, about 160 bucks. Careful on this pullback here. Seller at 105, let's see if it starts to rip through it. Okay, in here, 105, watching 108. Seller at 106. Watching green through 106 and then 108. 106 is thinning out, there's 108. There we go, watching 109, 10. Took most of it off at 108. Getting the rest out at 108, so I took it all off at 108. I just wanted to do a small scalp trade for that dip, 105 to 108. Reason for that is I don't think I can get the bigger move right here, right now. So I don't want to hold for that bigger move. Hold for the extra 2 cents and then miss the trade because it comes back down. I've been doing a lot of that, holding for the bigger move, and sometimes you just have to take the scalp. Which is something I need to learn how to do because recently I've been giving up a lot of base hits for the home run trades, but sometimes we don't get the home run trade. Halt down's at 95 here. Watching to see if it wants to halt down. Starter 97. Watching back over 97. Looking for that move through 99. There's 1. Does it get back over $1 here? If it does, we can add. Okay, there's 101. Seller at 101. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and add here at 1. Watching 102. There we go. Watching 102. Can we get the break 102? Take it off at 101. I want to see if 102 breaks before I take some more off. Okay, taking the rest off. Solid base hit there as well. And these base hits, they're adding up. See, I'm at 900 now. Okay, there's 104. So that was the move I wanted. It just was breaking too slow. So back to 105. We have to wait to see if it holds 1 here before we get in. It's holding 101. I'll take that. Got filled at 103.40 though. I wanted 102. So bad fill. We'll see if we get the move to 105. Sellers at 104. Buyers at 103. There we go, 105. There's a big seller. Taking it off at 104 and 103.50. Pretty much a break-even trade. So volume's starting to taper off here, which is not a good sign, considering we're trying to get back over V1. Yeah, this 5-minute candle has such little volume compared to the previous one. Watch the seller at 105. If the seller thins out, I'll get in. Starter here at 105 as that seller breaks. Watching 108. Cutting it at 102. It flushed through 104, and then there was a seller at 103 holding it down. Took a starter there at 96.60 on the dip buy through $1. So back above 1. There's 102, 103. Oh, we like seeing that. We like seeing that kind of bounce. Watching 101. Wants the bid come back up. to see the bid come back up, otherwise the ask isn't going anywhere. There we go, watching 103. Looking for an ad at 103. This candle has light volume. Taking off some at 101. Taking off the rest at 101. I don't like the light volume on this candle. So the volume completely died off after that spike. I just checked, the commissions on today are over 100, just a little bit over 100 on commissions today. Because we have 1.5 million shares of volume with all the tiny stocks we've been trading. So I definitely didn't need to go that red on Seco today. I'll have to look into why I was trading with such large size. Um, was it revenge trading, aggressive trading, or emotional trading? I'll have to look into that. GCTK has been a blessing. I wish I caught it sooner, because that right there, this initial move, that's a $4,000 move right there for me, at least. We made 2,500 as it came down on this move. So imagine what we could have made on those halts. Who knows, maybe they halted too fast, maybe I couldn't even get in. But here I think I could have gotten in. Or not here. This one I definitely couldn't have gotten in. But and here it was too light volume to trigger scanners. So this halt, 350,000 shares of volume from 70 to 88. I think I could have traded that. Punched it for 8,000 shares at 73 and rode it, sold half at 80, and then held the rest into the halt. That'd have been insane. Even if it was just with 8,000 shares. And knowing me, I'd be confident as hell on it, so I'd probably punch it for like at least 12,000 shares. Because I love my sub-dollar stocks, and one that's halting, yeah, I'd punch it for a big share size. And it would be big risk, but that's my setup, so yeah, that's like the one in I mean, this kind of setup, halting momentum on a sub-dollar stock, it doesn't happen too often. Usually the halt levels on sub-dollar stocks are way too far away to even get triggered. So this kind of move is once in a couple months, or at least once a month, once a couple months. It doesn't happen very often. A year. So I'm definitely sad that I missed the initial run up, but thankfully we were still able to make money on the pullback and the bounces to VWAP. Right here the right here the whole level down's at 83. Waiting a second before I think about entering. I missed the pop. Also, I was looking at 92 there, but it already popped to 95 on the ask. Okay, so I missed that dip. You know, the previous low on this move right here, let's see, it was at about mm, about 87, 87.50. So that'll be the previous low. If it gets below that, then we have to start being worried about that halt down at 82. Yeah, so volume has severely tapered off on this one on the 5-minute chart. We used to get over 1 million per candle. Now it's 400,000, 200,000. But this candle's showing like it wants to be a higher volume candle than the last, so we'll look at it. Maybe I get a starter here at 93. We'll see. There's 91. All down's at 79. Our support from earlier is at 87. There's 90. Getting closer to 87. 89. 88. Watching 87 for a dip. Watching 87 here. Seller 88. Starting to see some green. Gonna go ahead and punch it here. Watching 89. There's 90. 93, 92. Took some off at 92. And we'll keep that position at 88 if this does want to go above 93. Actually, no, we'll take that off right now at 92. I don't like it flashing down to 88 there. Watch again for that break of 93. Good fill there. Watch 93.80, 94. Watching 94, 95. This is curling up. We're getting that 5-minute curl. High of the last 5-minute candle was 97. Fire at 95, 94. Watching this break of 97. 97, 25-minute candle high. There we go. Watching 97.20 break. First 5-minute candle to make a new high. 97.20. Took some off at 96.80. Taking the rest off for a loss of 95. So we double topped the 5-minute candle high. We have some good volume though on that most candles. Still haven't broken 95, which is where I got out. Volume kind of died off just for a second here. Okay, watching 95.50 for an ad. Actually, you know what? I don't like it. It's hard to tell right now because of how low the volume is if it's actually going to go or not. That's what's sketching me out is the volume. The volume is creating this spread, or the lack of volume is creating this spread that makes it difficult to see where it's going. But we have that potential break of 97 here, which is what I'm interested in. Okay, watching and getting a starter here at 96.80. Watching 97, 97.20 is the break of the 5-minute high. Watching 97, 97.20 added. Average is 97 now. Watching 97.50 and 98. 97.50 and 98. Watch 98 here. Added at 98. Watching 99. Break of $1 is what I'm looking at. Watching 99. Want to see it one more time. Watching 99 here. Taking some off at 99.80 or 98.80. Watching 99. There's one. Can we get the break of $1 here? Took some off at 99. Took some off at 1. Watching this break. 110 is the halt up, so maybe we get some volume in here. Taking some more off at 101. Watching a hold 1 here. 103 is a new level. It's holding 1 for now. Taking an ad here at 101. Cutting at 1. It's a loss in the ad. Down to 92. Wow, look at that drop. That drop. Oh my god. Glad I was out of it. No, I mean this would have been that would have been more than 4,000, I think. If I can make 3,000 on this. Buyer at 99. 1 second. Watching 101. Buyer at 99's gone. Oh, no, it's still there. Damn it. It wasn't showing on the level 2 for a second, so I panicked out. I'll try break a 1 again, one more time. 103, high the previous candle. YBR is breaking view up right now. So watching this break of 101, up to 103. View ups at 107. Watching that seller or the buyer at 99.76. You see more volume on this candle. Volume coming in as we break 101. We hold 101, 102. Want to see us break 103, but we need more volume. Okay, there's 103. You see the bids come up. The bids are still at 1. There's bid at 102. Volume increasing. I'm going to go ahead and punch a ad here at 103. Okay, thank God I got out at 99.80 and not 96. Lost 100 bucks on that trade, or 150 bucks. Mostly because of the ad at 103. 3-cent loss on 4,000 shares, 120 bucks. Okay, we're starting to get these dips. If I wasn't in the trade when the dip happened, I could have maybe possibly bought the dip. The volume is increasing though, I do like that. I want to see this break 103, back over view up. Okay, getting us started here. This volume starts to increase. We have a buyer at 103 or 102. Watching 103 break. 106, 107 is view up and halts at 114. Seller at 103. Cutting the trade at 102 and 101. Okay, and 8,000 shares at 1, or just below 1. Buyer at 1. Cutting at 99.60. I don't like it below 1. Just took a $15 loss. And you might be thinking I'm cutting it too soon. It hasn't even broken 99.60 yet. But the thing is, if once it breaks 99.60, it's at 98, 97. See, look there. I don't want to take that loss on 8,000 shares. So I have to sell, assuming it's going to break. That's how you manage your risk. That's how you keep a $15 loss with basically no risk on that trade for a move through. I mean, I had 8,000 shares just under one, and I was looking for 103, 105. That's a $200 to $400 trade, and I was risking 15 bucks. I wasn't risking 80 or 120 because of the. I wasn't risking 99, or I wasn't risking 98 or 97 if it flushed down. I was risking 99 because I knew I had the speed to cut it if I needed to. So we hit 94 there, a little bit under, a little bit above 94. I missed that dip because I was talking. Ugh. Let's see here. So yeah, GCTX or GCTK is the only one that's moving on all of my charts. It's the only one that has still a decent range. Yeah, the volume's too light right now. If I punch 4,000 shares, I'm taking up a quarter of this candle's volume, you know, just in that one order. It's definitely too much, too little volume right now for me to trade it. one. Wish I had a position at 96, but it's too late for that. Got a starter there at 88, 98. Watching 99. I'll be looking at this for break of 1. 99.50. Out of 99.50. Watching 96 or 99.60 and 1. There's 96.50. Out at 98. Brings our average to 98.50. Watching that seller at 98.20. There's 99 on the ask. Watching 99.50 this time. Taking a little bit off at 98.70. Okay, the bid dropped out. Should come back up here. Bid should rise here because the ask is not budging. It wants to stay at 99. There's 98 on the ask. So we're back at 98. Volume coming in at 99. Watching the break of 1. Break of 1 here. There's 102. Out of it. Between 1 and 101. Okay. Made back the profit I lost on it. Back to pretty much high a day. Maybe like 30 bucks off of high day. 106 is VWAP. Increasing green volume on this candle. It's a good sign. On the 5-minute chart. just need to hold at 1 now. If we can hold above 1 since the candle closes, 5-minute candle closes in 10 seconds. Can we hold above 1? Okay. Not a bad close. Watching that seller at 101. Added at 1. Want to see the bid come up to 1. There we go. Watching 102 break. Added at 101 or 101, 150. Average is 1. Watching 101 and 102. Saying we hit 103 there. I'd like to see it. Buyer at 1. Can we get over 101, 102 here? Putting at 99, 40 or $50 loss. Volume's so light on this thing. I'm gonna have to just wait till it gets back over VWAP. Maybe it doesn't, you know. Took a starter here at 96.20. Want to see it bounce to 97. Ask him down at 95. I'm gonna have to take it off for a loss. Another $50 loss. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna call it a day there. I don't like the rejection of 1 there. Below 93. Let's see. 90, 93. So we double bottomed there on this candle. $92.50 and 93.01. It's still worth it actually, this thing. Because it double bottomed. The bids just need to come up. Bids are coming up slightly. No. Um, Maybe I watch it for a longer play. Um, Take a little break, come back to it in 15 minutes, see if it's above view up or not. I think that's what I'll do. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this recording here. If it ends up getting back above view up with volume, I'll continue trading it. Otherwise, I think I'm done for the day. We had a good recovery there. We can thank GCTK for that. Even though it doesn't look it, it looks like we made our money on this move. We made our money on this move right here, which is basically no, it's basically flat or it's slightly sloped down. And so the fact that we made our money there, I really do think that's good because we can make our money through this chop. Then this right there would have been insane. We missed it, and that's okay. Yeah, we're gonna miss things. We can't catch everything. I mean, I miss things every single day that I log off early. But I don't get mad about it because I don't want to trade all day long. So I'm gonna miss things. Unfortunately, I happened to miss something while I was here, which makes it sting a little bit more. But thankfully we were able to capitalize on the backside. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut the recording here. Have a great weekend all. Today's last day of the week because tomorrow is Good Friday. Market's closed. Um, and I'll come back Monday. I'm gonna keep on doing these recordings until I can figure out how to stream again, as well as I took a look at it, and today we weren't lagging that much, and it looked like I was looking at my modem, and my modem was all good until halfway through the trading session. You'll notice halfway through the trading session, I start lagging a little bit, and my modem is no longer at optimal status. So I'm gonna go ahead and get Spectrum. I'm gonna get Spectrum on the phone and see if they can send a worker out, a work order, for a new modem because my modem is shoddy. So I'll see if I can get that fixed this weekend and see if it works for Monday and see if that's the problem. Because if that's the problem, I don't have to switch brokers. If it really is just my connection, then I don't have to switch brokers over that. So we'll see. Alright, with that, I'm going to have a great weekend. Finishing the week green, about 2,000 after fees. So, decent week. Hopefully next week can be better. Hopefully we don't make as many mistakes next week. We get back a lot of profit. We also went red. We sunk a really deep hole every single day this week, except for Monday. Monday was good, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we sunk huge deep holes before we got green on Tuesday. And today and yesterday, we had a huge hole, and we just weren't able to get back to green because of how big the hole was. So I'll take a look into why I'm digging such large holes this week. I'll look at that over the weekend. Other than that, take care, guys. Have a great weekend.